Okay, we're now recording. So we're doing giveaway for a single gloss mini gloss for anybody that did the Hustler Challenge last week. You are going into the drawing. So Kobe went live. She did some gloss minis and Brooke got to go live. It was Brooke's very first time going live. So I want to give a shout out to her because she did it for the first time. Good job. Barbara went live. So let me write down her name. And Crystal went live. Brenda, I didn't see one of you. Did you?
I did not.
You did.
I did not.
You can do it.
I know.
Can do it. You just have to do it a few times and then it's
I
not
just need to, yeah. Yep. I just need to do it.
If you want, seriously, use the Mafia page to go live because it's just like us. It's just like this. So you literally can do it and be like, practicing, I don't know.
Yes. Yep. I think I will probably do a practice one on the group and then do the real one.
Perfect. I think that's good. I think that's
yeah. Really and then when you're doing it, just like there might be people, there might not, but just pretend that you're talking to somebody, whether you want to like picture one of us or something.
I feel like the one time when I went live when we had the party, I was like always I didn't know where to look. You know, I feel like, am I looking down? Am I looking up? Am I looking at myself?
Right here.
Okay.
So that's where it is. You'll want to watch yourself, but then you're looking. So like right now at Zoom, I'm watching myself and it doesn't look like I'm. So if I look up at my camera, I can still see myself in peripheral vision and I can make sure nothing's going crazy.
Okay.
And then of course you're going to read comments and those are going to be lower, but you want to look up right here.
Okay. Okay. Because when I looked at what I did afterwards, it looked like I was always looking down and I'm like, I didn't even look like I was looking at the people. Right. So
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. It's like eye contact up there. And then also it helps you not like, because when I look at myself and I'm like, so it kind of helps me like not fidget with myself quite as much. And then also we talked about this with Crystal and she fixed it halfway through her live. But when you're going live, you want to make sure that in your Facebook camera, you position your head at the top of it.
Okay.
So that you're not like in the comments.
Yeah, I thought I
don't seem low.
I thought I had a lot of stuff over during the party too.
Yep. Like this is ideal because then comments would be going like right here.
Okay. Yep.
So that's one. Kobe, you kind of broke up a little. You were saying act like you're talking to people and then you were driving. And so I think we lost you.
Oh yeah. I was saying just even if nobody's on, just pretend that you are talking to somebody. It'll help you just kind of like be excited about it and don't like focus on if people are watching live or not.
Right.
Just pretend they are. Okay. Pretend you have an audience, because then if you're like, oh man, nobody's here, then they'll probably like you might have a change in tone in your voice and they'll see that like they'll see the body change or the voice change. So just be excited like you're talking to somebody the entire time.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect.
Totally. And Kobe, I was asking, did you get any bites on the gloss minis?
I did actually.
Yay!
Yeah, I sold one. I have one left.
Nice. Good. I let's see. I was looking. I went and I rewatched everybody's. I was watching everybody's video. Is there a way, Kobe, that window that it looked like it was to the left of you? Is there any way to set your phone up in that window? Oh.
Sorry. What am I doing? Yes.
Just because and it happens to me at my house a little.
Okay. Go ahead.
You're super lit from half. So I mean, you could angle so that it's more your full face.
Okay. Yeah, I could probably put it in the window. There's a little ledge.
Okay, yeah, that was my one thing. I was like, maybe if you can just get, I mean, it still was bright and good, but I was like, if you can get your full face, because then when you went up and showed your lips, I was like, oh, some of those like sparkly ones really look good with the light there.
Oh, what window was that? Oh yeah, that was actually.
It didn't look like you were in your office. I didn't know what room you were in.
Yeah, I was in a different room because I don't remember. I'm sure somebody was somewhere.
Rylan just had woken up, so maybe you were, or she was sleeping, so you probably didn't want to be next to her.
Yeah, I was in the spare room, and it doesn't have as much light, but the window was definitely right there, and I may have been sideways because I think I was propping it up on like the lamp, so I can just put it in the window. I've never actually thought about doing that.
Yeah, try the window lighting is all, I mean, as long as it's not like direct sun beaming in at your face, window lighting is always the best. So it'll beat out a ring light any day of the week. Window lighting is always your ticket to go. And generally there's a window sill. So generally you have a phone holder. So try to get in the windows if you can.
So you want to be facing the window. So the light's coming at your face. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Don't do it with the window behind
with the window behind you. Right.
Damn thing.
Okay.
They would see a big shout out. Okay, so let's do the drawing. So Kobe, Brooke, Barbara, and Crystal are all in here. So shake it up and let's see who gets a gloss mini. I've already started into my stash of giving away gloss minis. All right, I have one. Who is it? Barbara, her daughter's getting married today, so that's why she's not on. She has a good excuse. Slightly good excuse for that. So now you're, again, Hustler Challenge this week is set your Black Friday numbers, set the breakdown of how many people you need to reach out to, and message those to me. I'm going to say by Monday, because you like Black Friday.
Yep.
Ideally, you should start to be advertising it this weekend and getting people excited for next weekend. So don't panic if you're not ready yet. Try to push like by Sunday or Monday that's like when you're telling people about all of the Black Friday things. And then not just once, try to post about Black Friday and remind them. And it doesn't have to be the same post, but a variation of it 5 times. People things, Facebook hides things, all of the things. So think about if you do a live, that's 1. If you do a post the day before, well, that's Thanksgiving. So do a post on Wednesday, reminding them, that's 2. Personal messages is 3. So there needs to be 2 other reminders here and there about Black Friday. So try to remind them about 5. And I will have you guys push yourself. So whatever your gut number is for Black Friday, try to up it by 10 to 20% and see if that feels doable. Because I feel like a lot of us are like, okay, yeah, like 500. But if you just message more people and push for higher goals, 90% of the time you can hit those higher goals. So push for a higher goal than as opposed to just playing it safe. So that's the Hustler Challenge, due by Monday.
Okay.
I have a next set of Gloss Mini giveaway. That is your Hustler Challenge. Yes, Kobe.
I have a question about that. Figuring out numbers. So yeah, my like automatic response, like, okay, 500 in a weekend. Like that actually might be a little hard, but I might be able to do it. But then as far as like, how do you figure out how many people you should be reaching out to? I guess you break down the total amount to the average number of average price per like person, right?
Yeah. So like if you have your bundles, if your goal is 500, which I definitely think yours should be higher, I would challenge you to 750 for sure. So then take your average bundle. So you could just take the mid-price bundle of all 5 of your bundles, average that. So let's say it's 75. If you want to make 750, you need to have 10 sales. On average, probably on Black Friday, you're going to get a higher rate of return, but you should, I would say about 1 in 4 or 1 in 5 on Black Friday will buy. So if you need 10 people to buy, say 1 in 5, you need to message 50 people between now and Black Friday.
Okay.
So, and again, I think Black Friday has a higher rate of return. I think 1 in 4 about will buy on Black Friday because people have been waiting for this all year long. But if you want to play it safe, if you message one like 5 times your breakdown number. So, and I'll say that again because it was kind of confusing. So we're going to say Kobe's goal is 750 for the weekend. Average sale is going to be around 75. So she needs to have 10 sales. So she needs to take 10 people, but times that number by 4. So she needs to be messaging 40 people between now and Black Friday. Actually, between now and Wednesday. Don't be an asshole and message people on Thanksgiving. So, and then break it down. I do that all the time. I'm like, okay, I am going to, that's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's 5 a day. That's less than 10 people a day. So if I try to message 10 people a day, I'm good in case I miss a day. So does that make sense, Kobe?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so the next thing I was going to do was brainstorm some questions for Joni, but I want to make sure everybody feels good with what's coming up for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all of the things, but then chat a little bit about that. Because Kobe, are you reading the book? Are you reading? I know you have read it, but you're not like rereading it with us right now, right?
Right. I've read like half of it. I was going to try to reread it, but I can't seem to find the time right now.
Small child.
So,
small child, new job.
Things.
All the things, yes.
Yeah.
And Brenda, did you read it? Did you do book club with us?
I have not got to the 8th chapter yet.
Okay. So then we're not going to do book club this week because it would, but then I do. So we're not going to have a weekly meeting next week because it'll fall right around Thanksgiving, and we have our call with Joni on Monday. So that will be our training. So then our next one would be sometime that first week of December. So ideally, I would love to have the book done by then, so we can start to move on. And I also would love, and I'll post this in the Mafia page, for each of us to come with 3 takeaways from the book. If we each share our 3 biggest takeaways, I think that would be helpful for everybody. So that's all we'll do for book club now. But if you're watching the recording, come December, I'm going to say it's probably around the 5th-ish. Yeah, 4th or 5th. Maybe the 3rd will be when we do our next normal meeting. And that will be when we wrap up that book and then announce and move on to our next book. Okay. So a few things that I had that I wanted to share with my call with Joni was I was asking her a lot about the Kiss and Tell program because I was like, this is great. I'm going to start transitioning my clients over to it, some of them, so I don't have to deal with shipping as much and that time suck. And she definitely was like, it lacks the personal touch. And so she is like, I would definitely try to keep a fair share of your customers doing the personal shipping and not just lose all of them through the Kiss and Tell. So she was like, you'll find a natural balance of that. But that was something that I definitely wasn't expecting. I was expecting her to be like, yep, use all of your free time to do other things with your team. And she was like, no, you're going to lose a little bit of that personal touch. So she definitely recommends having that be an option and not the way you tell
majority
them to order. Yeah. So she was saying, just give them the option and just say, and this is the percentage it's choice. Every customer now versus 2 choices has 3 choices. So before it used to be make a purchase and pay full retail or sign up and become a distributor. Those used to be the choices. Now it's, you can place this order through me and you'll have my personal like one-on-one attention. You can become a Kiss and Tell preferred customer and place the order on your own. You'll save 10%, or you can sign up and become a distributor. And those now are the 3 options. And then she really got on me about sponsoring and how important it is. Because I asked her, I said, what was the one thing that you did in your business that catapulted you the most? And she was like, it's terrible. It's terrible of me to say this. She goes, but I was so obsessed with just getting new people and turning those new people into distributors. I didn't have time to follow up with people. And she goes, I'm not recommending you don't follow up with people. She goes, but honestly, the thing that literally made this all a possibility for you guys today was every day, new people, trying to talk to new people. And I was like, okay, where do you find these new people? Where do you do it? And she, of course, was like, well, at that day and age, I could go out and meet new people. And that's not so acceptable these days. So she was saying, and I'm going to try to start doing them in January, because let's be honest, the holidays are going to be too much of a zoo anyways. But she was telling me about these things called pop-up shops. And they're basically quicker Facebook parties. They're like real quick Facebook parties. So you ask one person to invite 10 of their friends to a 10-minute Zoom, and it's fast, like they're quick. So on Monday night at 7:00, you do a 10-minute Zoom on lip sense and how to make the perfect shape and how to pick your color and things like that. So you do a 10-minute Zoom on lip sense. And then in that Zoom, you offer people the ability to invite their friends to the next Zoom where you're going to be talking all about eyeshadow and how to make the perfect eye during mask season. And so now you have 10 people in the group that can invite 5 of their friends. And so now you could have more new people. And then that's on Wednesday at 7:00, we're talking about the eyes. Okay. Now our final Zoom, if you want to join in, you can invite 3 of your friends to join our final Zoom on Friday night. And we're going to be talking about, she said, contouring or eyebrow shape, or you literally could do it with whatever you feel comfortable with, but make them quick, make them fast. And from one person, you could possibly have up to 100 new contacts. So
by the end of the week.
In a week. Yep. So she was like, those are huge. And I was like, oh my God, that's a landmine. So that is something to start brainstorming for January and February. Because I was like, I feel like people are tired of Facebook and they're tired of Zoom. She was like, quick ones, people are all about. Give me quick, fast information and share it with my friends. And so that definitely is something that I was like, brilliant. So pop-up shops, be thinking about that. And then
I have a question.
Yep, go ahead.
That's really, it's a really cool idea. As far as like, okay, they get to invite people, like, do you send out, like, how do you know how many people they've invited? Does that make sense? Like, how you send it out to, who do you send out the link to? Like everyone who is in the party?
So you post it in the Zoom. And then she was saying, and this is what I'm like, I've got to figure out the details. So she was also saying, like, on Monday, you're like, okay, now anybody that would like a one-on-one or more personal attention of how to pick out your lip sense color, just send me a message. So then you're messaging those 10 people individually. But Kobe, what I'm thinking of doing is just posting the link for the Wednesday night Zoom there and having everybody be able to cut and paste it into the next one. You could do emails. This is where I'm going to probably use my shout texting system and really like text people and have them be able to share it that way. But honestly, Kobe, I was like, there's a lot of like fine tuning that I need to think about of it. But the idea of it is brilliant. I just think there's some fine tuning that's a little missing in it.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then that actually makes me think of a question for Joni. Like a good follow-up system.
A good follow-up system. I will put it down. Good follow-up system.
Like, is there a CRM that like is good to use? I know a lot of salespeople use those things. But something that like, I don't know. Because there's some people you remember, and then there's some people you completely forget about.
Mhm.
And how do you just
Totally. I will tell you mine, but I love that question. I definitely think that's a good one that we ask her. My follow-up system is it's like a 3-part system. So I do, when I ship their order, that's like my first follow-up. And I just say, hey, your order has shipped. I use Zen Sales, but if you mail it manually, you have the tracking number. I send them the tracking number. Please let me know when it arrives and if you have any questions. So that's my first one follow-up. Then with Zen Sales, my shipping, I have an email that auto sends 2 weeks after it was delivered. And it says, hey, just checking in on you, making sure that you're still loving your products. Please be sure, if you haven't already, join my VIP group. So that's like an auto send in 2 weeks after they get it. But the day that I ship it, I put all of those people into a calendar on a Friday, and I call it Follow-Up Friday. And that's in 2 months down the road. And then that's when I personally message those people, because I figure at about 2 months time, they're probably ready for more goodies if they liked it. And that's when I make those next sales or book the parties. So that's my system, but I totally agree. I want to hear what her system is and what she would suggest. Cool. I don't know. You're muted, Kobe. Just driving. Okay.
track of it? Yeah, I'm muted, but cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, cause I was same thing. People were falling through the cracks. So I was like, I've got to figure out a way to keep track of all of this. And now my follow-up Fridays have turned into follow-up every damn day.
Every day.
All on Friday, it would be like 50 people. So now I just try to do like 10 people a day and just check in with 10 people a day. And then it doesn't seem so overwhelming. But as you grow, you'll figure that out. But that's my little system. Then I asked her, I was like, how do you present people becoming a distributor? I said, because clearly that's where I'm missing some things. And so she was saying she doesn't ask people to become distributors. She tells them why they're going to be great at it. And she just tells them like, hey, you would be so great at this because you already love the products and your friends love the products and you're adorable. So they would absolutely love to support you. Easy as, I mean, she makes it sound so easy. And these are all things I'm going to be learning too. But because I was like, I give people the Senegent's choice. And she goes, oh, I don't give people a choice. I tell them why they'll be good at it. I was like, oh, okay. I like it. And then I had read somewhere that they recommend that, or Joni has said it, if you want to maintain your business as far as your downlines, you should be getting 3 new distributors a month. And if you're wanting to grow, you should be getting 5, which I already was like, okay, that's way more than what I do. So that's already a big goal. And then I asked her, I said, do you still think those numbers are valid today in this climate? She goes, no, right. It needs to be more. It needs to be 4 to 6, because like 4 distributors if you want to maintain a solid running business, and 6 if you want to keep growing. She said, because there's less in-person accountability than there used to be. People before felt a little bit more. So if you are wanting to build a team, which is absolutely what she is going to recommend, because she is going to say that is how she has catapulted in her business. And that's how the money is made. The big money is made here. Getting 4 people a month to maintain your business and 6 people a month if you want to grow your business. So then I asked her, how in the heck do you balance that? What should be your time schedule? And she originally said 50-50. 50% on like sales, 50% on finding new people and distributors and that side of your business. But then she said, wait, go to the back office. And so everybody should go to do this, and I'll make a post about it as well.
Okay.
Go to resources, training, managements, and under field leader training is the management's manual. And I think it probably came with all of our stuff when we first signed up, but all of us were like, this is overwhelming, stuff in a corner. So now you can access it online, and there is a schedule, a time schedule, and it breaks it down of if you have 10 hours a week to dedicate to this business, or 20 or 40, and then it tells you how much time you should spend on each activity. So it's really a really good tool that, I'm not going to lie, I need to implement in my business, because I feel like I'm all over the place. So I'm going to definitely challenge, I'm going to highlight that. I'm definitely going to challenge all of us to download that and kind of reassess our business and how we're running our time management. And then I asked her about training systems for new team members. And she recommends only having people focus on DOTS, the DOTS training system that has created. Because I have recreated a new system, and and she was like, it's too much. It's too overwhelming. Focus on DOTS. We have created that for you. It is the basics of what people need to know. Have them focus on just DOTS. So also, if you have not done DOTS, I'm also challenging all of us in the next 2 weeks to start doing the DOTS training system and retraining ourselves in the basics of that.
Okay. Yeah, that would be good.
Yep. So those were my big ones. We had a lot of little things, of course, that came up. But those were the big things. She's very sweet. She also is the queen of multitasking. She started my call in her car and was driving. And then she got to her house, set her phone in the closet, was still talking to me, changed clothes, and then was outside walking with her family, all in our 30-minute time frame. And it wasn't like she was distracted. She was in it and on, and ideas, but just moving around life, which also made me realize you can do this business in your life. You just need to make it work in your life. Because I was like, she's still living her life. She didn't sit down and go, stop. I'm going to stop my life for 30 minutes to do this. She was like, no, I'm still doing my life while I'm doing my business, which I thought was totally brilliant. And I was like, that's so smart, because people need to know that you don't have to have all the time in the world.
One thing. Yep.
Yeah. So we could brainstorm more questions, or I could just kind of make a post in Mafia and we can all start to put our questions in there. Is that what I should do? Maybe
that would be good.
Cool.
That would be good.
Right. So then I will make that post. So I have all of the posts highlighted that I want to do. Any other questions for me? I think we lost Kobe, Brenda, but else?
I can't think of anything right now. I guess, the biggest thing for me is trying to figure out, my group is an older group, and I just need to if I could get them started in the skincare. I mean, some of them want something for the bags under their eyes and that kind of stuff. And to try to segue them into the skincare, because if they use the whole set and the skincare, I think they would get hooked on it. And then, ever so often, that would be a definite just something that they do, because a lot of my people are more skincare than they are mascara, or than they are lips, eyes, that kind of stuff.
So generally we do skincare groups. That's how I got started with everybody doing skincare. I joined in one of the mega parties. It was skincare summer school, and it was this summer, but you can make your own skincare summer school, or your own skincare school. I would probably, I know you want to get holiday sales, but I would do a holiday detox and focus on it on new year, new you, new skin, something.
Yeah.
And they need to put skin in the game. So you have them pay $10, and you can't say it's for samples, because we can't charge for samples, but it's $10 for shipping and handling and materials. And you ship them, and I can send you the picture of it. You ship them.
That's your Dermaversity stuff, right?
Exactly. So the Dermaversity was just my personal way of doing the
Mhm.
skincare summer school. And I saw your post about, I don't think Dermaversity, I don't think they would understand what that is. So just say
Right. Yep.
skincare school, or I think something like New Year, New You, New Skin is cute.
And that's what I thought it would be better to do in January at the beginning of the year. Okay, we're going to try this. We're going to do this. And okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, so charge them $10 for, and they get 2 sample strips, a climate control strip, a Foops wipe, makeup wipe, and the lip balm and the lip scrub. And then
Mhm.
they
And then-
suggested that we send like a headband, which I ordered off of Amazon for
Mhm.
really cheap, and the makeup remover cloth. So they get
Yep.
things for their $10. And then
Yep.
you'll use your samples and show them how little they need to use, because those samples should last them 3 to 5 days. But if people like go
Okay.
and they use too much,
Yeah.
so you'll want to talk about how they use a little, and just even if you have 5 in that first group, you'll do daily check-ins and make like a group chat with them and just be like, hey, day
Yeah.
1, check in, how you guys doing? Tell me, did you remember to wash, climate control, and moisturize? Let me know, and like check in on them. And you can honestly
Okay.
make it like no pressure. There's no pressure to buy. I just want feedback. You can start with that, and then people will
Okay.
buy, because it's amazing.
You're right. Right.
So, but
And
if you're like,
that's
I'm
what I
literally
think.
just looking for feedback, I just need 10 women, it's $10. And then that, yeah, I
And
think
then-
if you do a whole
Okay,
New
yep.
Year, New Skin, I think that would be a brilliant promotion for you.
Okay. Because I think if they just use it,
Yep.
if they're just able, and I think the samples are a better idea for them, because they're they're all the type that they want to use it, they don't want to just pay for it and then decide they don't like it.
Right. Yep.
Okay.
And yeah, just make it all about that you just need feedback. Make it about that they're helping,
Okay.
and they'll love it. And
Yep.
then like, oh crap, this stuff is real good.
Yeah.
And then you have the
Okay. That would be perfect. I'll
Yeah.
do that for the beginning of the year. Okay.
Cool. All right. Well, I am going to get all of this scheduled to post. And then, yeah, if you want to watch how I'm going to reveal Black Friday, but yeah, that's exactly how we're doing it, is just tax-free complimentary shipping on Friday. As a thank you for supporting Small Business Saturday, I'll still do complimentary shipping. And then Sunday is your final day to take advantage of these amazing bundles. And then
Perfect.
I'm going to do something for Cyber Monday. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm going to do something, but I'm not going to announce it tonight. So.
Okay. All righty.
Cool. Well, thanks for joining me. It's good to see your face.
No problem.
I'm closer to you now. I'm like,
yes.
just a car ride away.
Tell everybody hi.
I will.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.